And let's see the market updates. So the GTA market update, what happens in the month of May 2024? Toronto Real Estate Board published the data. So now the question is, everyone is asking, oh, what's the market? How is the market? What? So I can tell you by reading the data, that's my interpretations. And I'll show you the fact as well. Not only comparing the month of May to the last year, but previous 3-4 years from 2021. But who is doesn't want to see all those data and all? So let me tell you up front, so it saves your time. That market was slow, very slow. Now, if you want to see more what's happening, let me share the screen and then we'll go from there. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so this is the residentials. So let's see what's happened in the residential side in the month of May. So as you can see, the total transactions in the month of May was lower, right? So very low. As compared to the last year, it was almost 22% lower. Here the transactions we have seen on the blue color is 8960, and as compared to the last year was the higher transactions 8,960, and for this year is only 7,013 transactions happen in the month of May only, and this is for GTA, right? If I see on the prices what the average price is here, so that's close to 1.2 million last year, right? So 1.195, which is lower as 2.5%, which is 1.165 million, right? So that's it is. So the prices are lower, the transactions happening, buy, sell, and right. So all those transactions here is happening lower. So what's worst? So then more listings come to the market, right? So as you can see, the number of listing was 21.1% higher. The listings, more people want to sell. Maybe for the XYZ reason, we don't want to go that details. People might have all sort of reasons to sell. But if you compare, so that's a huge jump, right? 21.1%. So, but then you see what's happening here, right? So things are not selling, right? So things are not selling, and though more listings come to the market, so we can see there is a drop in terms of sales to new listing ratio. Basically, what it's saying as compared to the new, it increased by 21% new listing, but the sales were dropped by 20%, right? It was 58% of the listings, which in the market, in the GTA, now I'm talking all the GTA, right? Greater Toronto area, in this video, 58%, which is way higher as compared to, you see, only 38%. So things are slowed down. Maybe houses are more in the market, right? More and stays in the market for longer. So good for the buyers, right? Buyers has more options. Yeah, so buyer has more options, not good for the seller, right? Things are not selling if. Okay. So as you can see, the properties year over year, how many days it takes to get its moving, it was higher as compared to 40%, right? So 20 days, and now it's 28 days. And it shows a new listing. So that's on the residential side. I want to quickly cover on the condo side as well. On the condo side, the things are a little bit better. As you can, if you compare with the last year, the 4,500 homes got sold, right? Sales, and it's higher, 5.3. So 47, pretty weird, right? 47. The numbers, the units get sold, right? But even if the number of sales is higher, but the average price on the condo side is lower. Maybe because you can see, one way of my interpretation is mortgage rates are higher, things are getting expensive, people are going towards the condo side, right? So that's might be happening. That's one way to interpret on it. And it's usually the price on the condo is lower, depend where are you looking, right? So it's more on the affordability side as well. So things are move faster there. So on the new listing side, again, we see the huge jump in terms of the listing, 23.3. You can read the numbers here, but as you can see on the sales to new listing sites, more like a balanced market, I'd say, is over 40%. And here was 50 for sure. It's a little bit lower, 7% as compared to the last year, right? So I can say it's a balanced market here. But so this is on the on the GATA market, right? So we also cover for, if you want to see things, we cannot take that this is same for Brampton, this can be same for Oakville, or if you go further drill down to your neighborhood, the things might be different, right? Might be you have sellers market, you have buyer market. So we need to look more drilled to the data. So when we work with the seller or the buyers, so we'll work on with the data. So we say how's the market, what's happening in this area, what you expect based on the data and then we'll come up with the strategies to make sure the things are in line with their expectations, what they want, right? So the data help us, and why not leverage it? So this use the data into it and works in the advantage of the buyer rather than just all theory. Okay, let's go one more step deeper. So far we just compare with the last year. What will happen? So if you compare with the previous from 2021, 22, 23. So let's see. So this is the data by the TRREB, which is Toronto Real Estate Board. They publish this data, all the transactions. They have all the data and they publish pretty much every month, quarter, and all. So this is the data as from 2021, 22, 23, and 24, right? So these are the legends for it. So we have to focus on the orange to see on the monthly basis how the sales are going. And these are the number of transactions on each month basis, right? So it goes from 2000 to 16,000. So the highest it went in 2021, right? As a blue, as you can see the blue color. So close to maybe it's a higher than 14 or close touches the 16,000 transactions. So that's a huge number of transactions happen in the month of May. The lowest, I think, what I can see here in 23, which is the transaction in January 2023 was the lowest, right? Here, maybe close to 3,000 only transactions. I don't see anything else. So this is how we can read the data, right? So now you can see, okay, let's compare the month of May, right? How many May? So we already know the sales in the with the previous slide, we know the sales in the month of May when we compare with the last year, 23, it was lower, right? 23%, if I remember that right. But if you can compare as with 21, but if I compare with 22, the price, the sales are pretty much close, right? It's pretty close here. Yeah, but here if I see from 22, it's dropped a lot. But on the monthly basis, yeah, you get the idea, I believe, right here, how to read this. Okay, so this is, I'm saying in number of sales transactions. So let's go the new listing transactions. And on the new listing side, as this is, now we see more colors onto it, right? More what's happening, the craziness here that look at in 21, the things are selling fast and new listings are coming, right? As we can see uh, here. But in the month of May, we know things were not selling, right? But the new listings came at par with pretty much close to 21 and 22, right? Not too much of a difference. So, which is not very good. So we need to see how the market will come in the following next year and so, right? Okay, so yeah. The next is if I see from sales to new listing ratio, which is pretty good ratio. So here you see the number of you can see the percentage here, or the 0.4 is 40%, you can say. I don't know why they're going over 1, but it's maybe too high. So basically, the sales to listing ratio, as we know, is pretty flat in terms of May and 2002 and 2000, sorry, 22 and 2024. But in 23, the sales are higher. If compared for the market, we were saying is bad, but if you compare with this year, it's much better, right? Last year was better. So this means the things were better in last 2023 as compared to 22 and 24. That's what it's selling. Things are selling as compared to the new listings, right? New listings are coming, but things are also moving fast, which we can see in 23, but not, we cannot say that in 24 or 22, right? We can see on the monthly basis here. So how you like it, right? So what, where we stand, right? So we know the interest rates, uh, we know the interest rate get dropped, and things are, we need to see where the things are going, right? So if we summarize again, right, what's happening. So in May, for sure, there are a fewer home sales compared to the same uh, year last year, right? Because maybe the buyers are waiting for the mortgage rate, because the rates just announced in June, June, the first week of June, I think, right? 5th of June. The cost of borrowings is now down. So more homes owner are planning to, hopefully they list their homes for sale, giving buyer the more options and better chance to negotiate. So that was happening in the month of May. And there was, TRREB also mentioned that there was some survey happened uh, recently, where people were saying they don't want to buy because of they're waiting for the lower mortgage rate, right? So that's why maybe the case where the sales to new listing ratios was so high right now. But when the rates are going down, hopefully the more and more buyer comes to the market, that's the expectations, they will jump, and which not only good for the seller but also for the tight rental market which we have seen. So that's pretty much, I believe. I don't think so anything to add on this. So if you want me to cover any specific neighborhood or the city, please put in the comments. Or if you are looking to buy or sell a home, if you know any of your friends who's looking, please reach out to me, comments it, and we'll do our best. We helps many people in the Remax umbrella to sell the home as fast as possible with the correct strategy applied and with the data knowledge. Thanks for watching. And if you have any question, please comment and we'll go from there. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.